No one's even talking to her. The waitress whispered, tray in hand, as she watched the little girl in the blue dress standing alone near the marble pillar. The ballroom was buzzing, laughter, clinking glasses, million-dollar handshakes. But in that corner, silence, except for her eyes, scanning every face that passed, begging to be seen. Her name was Lily, 8 years old, deaf since birth, and the daughter of one of the richest men in the country. Daniel Thorne, tech mogul, power suit, billionaire presence, the kind of man people bowed to, but no one truly knew. Especially not his daughter. The gala was held in his honor. A night to celebrate a record-breaking merger. Everyone wanted a piece of him, and in the chaos, Lily had become invisible. I was just a volunteer interpreter that night, hired for the mayor's short speech. I wasn't supposed to stay long. But then I saw her. She was signing to herself, quietly, like whispering into a void. She smiled once, at a woman who handed her a napkin, but the woman just smiled politely and turned away. No one spoke her language, not even her own father. And that shattered me. I walked over slowly, careful not to startle her. When she saw me sign, "Hi, what's your name?" her whole face lit up like the chandelier above us. She signed back, "Lily," so fast, her fingers dancing with relief. We talked. About the cake she wanted to try. About the dress that made her feel like a cloud. And then something shifted. She asked, "Do you know my dad?" Before I could answer, a deep voice cut through the room behind me. "Lily," Daniel Thorne said, approaching with the kind of authority that made conversations stop mid-sentence. "What are you doing?" I turned, heart pounding. He towered over us, impeccable, intimidating, distant. "She was just talking to me," I said, standing, "in sign." He looked at me, then at Lily. A strange flicker crossed his face. "She signs a lot," he muttered. "I've been meaning to get someone to teach me." Meaning to? That girl had spent years in silence while the world moved on without her. "She's been trying to talk to everyone," I said, unable to hide the edge in my voice. "No one understands her. She thinks it's her fault." That hit him. Daniel's eyes shifted back to Lily. She had looked away, trying not to cry. She didn't want to embarrass him, didn't want to be a burden. Then, she raised her little hands, slowly, and signed, "Why don't you ever talk to me?" It broke him. He dropped to one knee, right there, in the middle of the ballroom. "I'm sorry," he whispered aloud, voice shaking. "I didn't know how." And then, he signed it, clumsily, imperfectly, but real. "I'm sorry." Gasps echoed around the room. Phones dropped. Conversations died. The billionaire, known for buying companies with a glance, had just been brought to his knees by a child's hands. A man from the boardroom leaned in and whispered, "I didn't even know she was deaf." "Neither did I," someone else muttered, because no one ever paid attention. That night, everything changed. Daniel didn't leave her side for the rest of the evening. He asked me to stay and interpret. But halfway through, he surprised everyone again. He signed his entire acceptance speech. He stumbled, fumbled, even laughed nervously once when he signed deal instead of daughter. But he tried. And the crowd, they didn't just applaud, they stood, one by one, a standing ovation for something far more powerful than money: connection. The next morning, the video went viral. Billionaire father learns sign language for his daughter, in front of the world. News outlets called it a PR miracle. But I knew the truth. It wasn't about optics. It was about a little girl who refused to stop reaching out, who believed, even in silence, that someone would finally listen, and a father who realized, too late, but just in time, that love isn't spoken. It's shown. Before we end this story, let us know in the comments where you're watching from. We'd love to hear. If this story touched you, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let us know how you feel in the comment.